Jesus said, "Men possibly think that I have come to throw peace upon the world. And they do not know that I have come to throw divisions upon the earth, fire, sword, war. For there shall be 5 in a house, 3 shall be against 2, and 2 against 3. The father against the son, and the son against the father. And they will stand as solitaries. Those of us who still expect that Jesus, that Yeshua, shall return in full glory as the ex cathedra ruler of the world, and that he shall declare universal or at least global peace for 1,000 years. Well, you better clean out your ears and listen once again to what the master emissary of light, the Christ, Yeshua, what was said. Men possibly think that I have come to throw peace upon the world. And they do not know that I have come to throw divisions upon the earth, fire, sword, war. For there shall be 5 in a house, 3 shall be against 2, and 2 against 3. The father against the son, and the son against the father. And they will stand as solitaries. They will stand alone against one another in division. It is evident that Yeshua found it necessary to repeat and redefine that his interest, his philosophy, his all-consuming attention is centered on and directed exclusively towards the soul, and not the body, not the affairs of this fallen 3D earth, but that of the soul, the soul which connects to spirit, which is source. You see, dear esteemed, honorable, noble, and notable viewer, bodies are dispensable, exchangeable, reducible into dust from whence they came. Bodies can be changed by science, by nanotechnology, by vaccines. Bodies can be corrupted. Bodies can be altered. They are dispensable. That is not what Jesus came to address. Why is it that so many of us cannot understand this simple truth? Why is this truth as difficult to understand today as it must have been some 2,000 years ago? Ye are of this world. I am not of this world. What you see with your eyes is Maya. Dear esteemed viewer, Maya is illusion. This 3D digital matrix, this artificial intelligence hive mind matrix, what you perceive with your senses is but a feeble mirage of the splendor within. The true reality, the only reality, is spirit. That is what Jesus, Yeshua, repeats over and over again. His message is, I am not of this world. Jesus declares repeatedly, my kingdom is not of this world. He repeats it on and on and on and on. Whatever he taught seems to have fallen and continues to fall on dead ears. Why do ye not understand my speech? He asked another time. Jesus asked, why can't you understand me? Well, dear esteemed, honorable, noble, notable viewer, why can't we? It is well evident that Jesus was willing to do everything in his power to open the eyes and the ears of his people. Under the circumstances, he was often forced to take chances with being misunderstood. The words of Jesus, the words of Yeshua, the words of Sananda almost invariably carry a double meaning. The interpretations will depend upon the level to which the listener's consciousness has unfolded, has expanded, has risen. The first is the so-called fundamental, the verbatim, the literal interpretation of his words. It might be said that it deals with the letter rather than the spirit of the law. The fundamental meaning that fire, sword, wars, even as the breakdown of families, all such horrors are, comparatively speaking, of no consequence. None of these really matter. What goes on in that 3D fallen earth, none of this crap really matters. What truly matters is spiritual awakening. Does all of this drama in the 3D realm serve its purpose? To spiritually awaken you? The sleeper must awaken. If it takes strife, if it takes fire, if it takes sword, if it takes war, then so be it. No millennium of peace and lackadaisical boredom. Only be careful. Love thy neighbor. The fire is cleansing. The fire is your consciousness, your spiritual awareness. The sword cuts us off from redundant perturbances, unnecessary appendages, the wars we fight daily with our egos, the families, the mindsets resulting from years of abortive repetition, whole families of errors, and thus we come to the deeper, the spiritual meaning. The five in a house are our five principal states of consciousness, our inner and outer bodies, the spiritual, the mental, the causal, the emotional, and the physical. Elsewhere in the scriptures, such wars, such battles are compared to earthquakes. And there was a great earthquake, such as was not seen since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. These earthquakes, even as the wars take place within our consciousness, we must win by losing attachment to the non-essentials. When the Spirit commands, we must be ready to give up every single old, cozy, comfortable, established idea. Behold, I make all things new. Yeshua certainly did. This is the spiritual meaning. We must never lose sight that Jesus taught only spiritual knowledge. The Spirit is the only reality, the only truth that Jesus recognized. He left unto Caesar things that are Caesar's. He left earthly matters to those who were interested in them. He wasn't. Should we be? Should we be concerned with what the drama of this 3D reality? Turn off your news. Turn within. Go within. Hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a thumbs up. Namaste. Namaskaram.